There are problems involving job titles and credentialing, for instance, which in many cases aren't standardized and vary from company to company. So two companies could use the same job description yet be referring to jobs that are considerably different. Companies are also used to getting workers trained someplace else, such as at another company or a school. Some companies are reestablishing in-house training they thought they didn't need, but laggards don't yet have the staff, expertise, or willingness to do it themselves. More humans in the hiring process might help. Also needed, an accurate online database that helps workers understand which skills are in demand where, how much the jobs pay, and where to find training. Employers could also give more potential workers tryouts, expanding, for instance, the concept of internships further up the job chain. At the Milken conference, Jane Oates, president of the nonprofit group Working Nation, referred to Northrop Grumman, which hires most of its workers from a pool of interns. They're getting a look at people on the job in their own plants and their own offices, and figuring out, are those the match for me, Oates said. It's not just about Robert De Niro in a funny movie. We need to give internships to older workers. Schools start way too late preparing students for a career. Many parents feel it's imperative their kids go to college, yet there are still millions of middle-skill jobs that don't require a college degree. At the high school level, however, most students are mystified about how to get started on a career. That's partly the fault of ineffective school districts, but employers could also do more to connect with local schools, help establish curricula that will train students properly and build a pipeline that leads to actual jobs. Community colleges are an underused resource. Community colleges are supposed to be a bridge between high school and college, in some cases preparing students for a 4-year university and in others teaching select skills meant to lead to a specific career. Many, however, have been overlooked as an education backwater. Community colleges were a great idea we just left by the wayside, Khosla said at the conference. He'd like to see them repurposed to help mid-career workers who need to learn a new field. Community college would be a good pathway to go and get re-energized and retrained, he said. We're not exploiting that well enough. And companies and workers are both suffering. Confidential tip line, Rick Newman at Here to get Rick's stories by email. Rick Newman is the author of 4 books, including Rebounders, How Winners Pivot from Setback to Success. Follow him on Twitter, at Rick Newman. Follow News Pulse Finance on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn.